So we're going to go over finding best ways of making a postcard for a listing that just sold. You can do this for listings that are just listed, and for farming efforts. This is a good idea. So let me do screen action. Go ahead and pull up my Google Chrome. You guys can see that my thing is now asking for a login, so signing in.
And that sounds like we're covering a lot, but if you could briefly touch on maybe flyers, what you would recommend for doing flyers.
What kind of flyers you want to do though?
Well, I ended up doing one just on my own, freeform. But maybe for like a door knocking, do you know how much your house is worth? I live and work in your neighborhood. I'm your neighborhood contact.
Yeah, do it simple. We'll touch on that while it's all logging in because it's taking some time to get logged in. On the flyers, make them simple. Put information that you can put out there. Put average days on market on the flyer, average sales price, how many houses have sold in the last 30 days, how many are listed, and then a bio about who you are. It doesn't need to be super.
I can't even get logged into Command.
I can't either.
Mine won't right now either.
They're Tuesday and Thursdays when they do updates though, so it could just be going through.
Still nothing, huh? Come on, Command. Try this again. Well, we might have to postpone this. And if we can't get access into Command, there's no point in doing a little class on Command. We could just talk best practices, but I feel like y'all need a little bit of show and tell. Let's try a different browser.
It's probably just doing the weekly update, which normally it's not until the afternoon.
It's afternoon on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in okay, Dan.
Yeah. You got that good Georgia internet.
Yeah, it's expensive, let me just tell you.
When are you closing your house?
It's supposed to close August 14th.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm still fighting with the insurance company though. I got 2 different contractors stating that the flooring buckling problem from the previous contractor that Allstate hired is a installation issue. 2 different flooring people, and they're saying they're going to call in a structural engineer to check to see that there's no underlayment under the floor. I said, well, I guess you're going to pay for that. I'm not. Anyway, it's been so much fun.
All right, this is not loading up nothing.
Do you want me to go in and share my screen and you can tell us what to do or not?
Work. Probably that would be so cumbersome, to be honest.
Okay, yeah.
All right, well, closing it. Open another window. It's not like I have a connection issue. So. Hope, are you in?
You want me to try to get into Keller?
Are you able to get into Command? That's what we're trying to get into.
Oh.
I can't access it for some reason.
Hang on.
So.
Well, see, I was already in and I was in my contacts, but now I just tried to go to the homes and now it's just loading and loading. It won't move on anything else, so it's frozen.
I just got in
Oh, did you? Great.
Oh, I just got in.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh, oh.
All right.
oh,
Maybe it's good to release it. Mine just opened up.
Oh, thank God it's starting to work now. That much technology, we can't live with it or without it, right? Look at all these.
When it works.
I'm in.
I recommend
so-
doing the smart plan. All right, so we are going into campaigns, right? That's what we're going to start up. But let's make the flyer you want to send out, right, Miss Hope? In designs, we want to create a new design. You want to do a postcard, right?
Yes.
All right, postcard. Print it is. Actually, I went too fast. Download my because you have an active listing, so we're going to do its information. So designs, new design, import photos and text from a list. Print design. Go to next. Address.
Gosh, I'm sorry. It's on Red Wolf.
There's a lot of wolves in the country.
Hang on. So sorry.
Okay.
– 4855 West Red Wolf Drive.
This beautiful one right now for $219,500.
That is the one.
All right, so we notice how it popped it up and clicked on it. We're going to have all this information. All right, now this gives us all the different types of postcards that are out there. And don't be afraid of using these ones. The reason they have them on here is because the style works. So what we're going to do is we're going to do listing. Just so you can have door hangers, flyers and letters, standard postcards. Which design do you want to use, guys? We've got the red box up top, the red box to the left, red box behind, split red box, rounded information.
I like the red I like the first two.
I like this one. Let's use this one. Okay. Just sold. It's going to load up the template. Just sold for, how much did we sell it for?
It was $219,500.
How many days?
How many days on the market?
How many days did you get an offer? Yeah.
Well, we got 2 offers. That's why it's kind of hard to say, but it was over 30 days. It was like 34 days, but I'll find out for sure. Sorry, guys.
This is how we make it work for us.
Can we put in a photo of it? Is that what we end up doing? We can end up putting up our photo in.
Hold on.
Oh.
Multiple offers. It's got to make sense, right? Right. Just sold for $219,500. Multiple offers. What we're going to do now is we're going to click on the photo. So we have Keller Williams Listing Service, which will bring up the photos of that house. So what we're going to do now is we're going to grab one of those photos. This one, maybe. Notice how I've selected the photo that we want to replace, how it's highlighted. I'm going to go over here to Listing Service and see how it's got the rotating arrows where it says replace image. That's how you replace the image.
That was pretty slick.
Pretty easy, right? But what's
24 days on the market, Dan. 24.
in only 24 days, right? I kind of hate that there's a car in the driveway. That's a terrible picture.
I know.
What can you do, right?
I told him.
It's okay. I just saw a $650,000 listing that had moving boxes and spare wood propped up in the laundry room. I sent an image. I sent a screenshot to the agent and said, I thought better of you. She's at one of our competitors, a friend of mine though, so giving her some stuff. All right, now is this the correct information? 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
It's a 3-2. I don't know that it's 2,200 square feet. Exactly. Hang on.
From the template.
Yeah, this is just in the template, so we just want to make sure we pull over the right information.
It's definitely a 3-2. Let me get the square footage.
The other helpful information I gained yesterday, Dan, you can show them this later, is by in the design library, and then you click that little plus library red button and put all of your information, including our logos and colors and pictures. That was really nice.
Yeah, you want to go in there and fill all that information out before you start planning the designs. This can make life a lot easier for you.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that, so it was a lot easier. Yeah.
1,509 square feet. 1,509.
All right, what was your built?
1980.
That way it gives some reference on, oh, my house is bigger than that. My house is newer than that. It's kind of cool. Right? Boom.
Yeah.
Front of it done, right? Pretty simple, pretty easy. Go to the back of it. You notice I went to the back. It's got card 1, card 2. Go to the back of it. And you're not really going to do a hey, Jenny. You can do, was this in your neighborhood?
It's not in my one that I live in, but
But if are you sending it out to their neighbors?
Yep.
So you can say, hey, yeah, hey, neighbor.
Gotta spell. You gotta spell.
Dan, I apologize. I was still trying to get logged in. You went to designs, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then where from there?
So designs, I created a new design. So I went designs. On the bottom right, there's a plus. I put a plus. I clicked on input listing information and then created a new print design.
Import. Okay.
there's a great adjacency to Interstate 10. I don't know if you want to say anything about that, but it's a sought after Northwest location too. Oh, I see what you're doing.
All right, so I just kind of changed the copy. I'm gonna move the text box so it fits in there, right? Don't want to cut it off. In here, I'm gonna go to my logos because I got some logos already loaded up. I'm gonna take out the delete. This one, I'm just gonna go to my logos. I'm gonna replace it with this one. Move it over. And as soon as I can get my template to work. Big Dan Johnson. Notice you got to move the text box and stuff. And I don't really need to fill in the rest of it. You guys can see that it's all there. So we're going to go here. We're going into company. I don't really know where they populated it right away. I don't know what my app info is. So you'd want to make sure you have that there. So
Might be up under text, I'm not sure. My library.
you got all my emails, but yeah, I never saved in my what you call my app info, so it didn't populate it right away.
Okay.
That's something you just got to add it to your profile. So got the realtor, hi, I'm Big Dan Caldwell. This is actually my bio. You can see how it's scrolling so fast, and you've got my different emails that I've got saved in there, and then my address, so you can save it. But you want to go in through and change your stuff. I got an image, app images. So you can go and change all kinds of cool stuff.
Do you have to have the fair housing on there?
Yeah. No, not for the sale one, but it's good to have.
I love photos.
You like that?
Yeah.
This is how you make it. See how, cancel. Notice how the picture is very small within the frame. When I don't make the picture box any bigger, I'm going to double click on it and it's going to gray out the rest of it, but it's going to allow me to click and drag my image so that now my image takes up more of that text box. You see that, how it works? And you're not just, now you're not just making this bigger. I'm just taking the photo that's there. And you're going to want to have good quality. And I'm just doing this for posterity, but make sure you have good quality headshots or something like there. And then put the information and leave this area big and blank. Why are we leaving this area big and blank?
Address.
Yeah, this is where the postage label goes. So you want to make sure you don't really touch anything that's out there. And the good thing about a gift, you want to make the cards quick and easy. So now we pretty much changed the copy. We put our information on there. We changed everything. You know, go in there and change your website. Why aren't you letting me text? But
Double click on it, yeah.
does. Send to the button. Notice how it was not letting me edit beyond that picture, which can be frustrating. But what you want to do is, and you can grab it, go to your arrange here. You can send it to the bottom, which means it layers it within the image. So you'll have the text on top, the image underneath it, so far. You can go in here and then you're going to just go and change it to Big Dan Caldwell.com. I don't know why you're doing that. There we go. Information there. So pretty much front of it, easy to switch out. Remember, click the image, replace what you want, change the copy. Go on the back, kind of do what you want to do. You don't want to write the copy in there as if you're like selling it to somebody else. You're trying to do it to attract other listings, right? So that's why we have that in there. You know, if you know anyone that's showing signs of wanting to sell, please share this card with them and have them call me. Let me connect my buyers with them and make them a great deal. Don't use my exact words. If you got something else in mind, this is just to give you some insight. Now, see, we're kind of there. We're going to go to done. Clicking on done. 09 just sold, right? So you can do two things. You can go to here, make a copy, rename it. So we're going to do this one for test, finish, so we can find it easier. Now we have it in our design templates. Now, this is where the fun part begins. We're going to go into our opportunities campaigns right here, right underneath opportunities campaigns. It's going to give you your dashboard, show you what the campaigns you've done so far. We're going to create a new campaign. We are doing a direct mail campaign. Right now, we're doing it to attract listings. We're going to put our title in there as Red Wolf Just Sold. I don't know why I'm still capped on everything.
Dan, Big Dan, can I tell you this is where I got stuck. I tried to do this first instead of making the postcard first.
The only way you could do this first is if you made the postcard in a separate design feature. Like I've done those in Canva, but you have to have the exact size postcard, otherwise it's not going to work.
Yeah. But that's where I made my error. I guess I'm letting you know.
Default templates. So set up a campaign, use a custom template. So your own pre-made designs, you will need a front and back JPEG or default templates provided. Set up campaign. Listing details. This is going to be the listing that we're targeting. What is it, 4855?
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
Red Wolf is one word.
Is that the right number, Hope?
No, but it's two separate words.
Is that the right numbers, though?
Should be, yeah. 4855.
Oh, it is two separate words. All right.
I'm just not saying it.
West Red Wolf.
Mm.
Closed. All statuses. There it is. That's it. One of the issues of having access to every listing in the world, you pull up some information. So, address. Make sure we fill in the information. Had 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Just sold. Okay. It's going to bring in this automated copy, but we don't. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. That's why. So campaign, sorry. As you guys can tell, I'm not a tech trainer. Direct mail, attract listings. Upload a custom template. I clicked the wrong one. So upload a custom is because we have it already. Why aren't you bringing it in? Now I see what you mean, Hope.
It's not one thing, it's another.
Yeah, because this is right here. If you're doing your customs, you can find the inches and size. That's what I did before. But I don't know why it's not just bringing it over from.
Do you have to download it to your computer and then from designs and then drag it over?
You shouldn't have to. That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that I did something incorrect. I don't want to email campaign. Modern template. Landing page associated. We did all that. So we have. It's wanting us to. Did you have this on yours? It's wanting you to create it in here.
Did I have it?
Yeah. Did it want you to create all this stuff in here?
I didn't even get that far in. So.
Okay. Yeah, I also don't know why it didn't pull this stuff information because this is all already saved in my marketing. Okay, so it's creating our own, it's creating it ourselves. We don't want that. Oh shit. Use a custom. I think that might be the workaround, Teresa, is taking it and actually downloading it here, which I don't like. It shouldn't have been that way. Come on, open up, please. Here we go. Download PDF. High print. Start download. You always want, if you're doing print campaigns, always select PDF for print because you get a much higher quality image, like much higher quality. Loading your workspace. The two things I can't stand is once you get in that workspace, there's no easy way to get back into command. I have sent like 10 different requests on getting that done. So campaigns, creating a campaign, direct mail, track listings, upload a custom template. And once Heather gets done in Sierra Vista, I'll give her a call and find out what I'm missing. Because I could have swore I was able to pull over the designs before. Downloads, test. Where did it download to? Open, show and finder. Okay, where are you?
I was just talking to you right, and I was muted. I'm like, doesn't he hear me? No,
Why
I was.
won't you answer me?
I think when it's a mailer, because you have to save it as that high resolution PDF. I
Right.
think when you're doing a mailer, you've got to save it, like download and then drag and drop. But I think the other things that are social media, I think it'll pull it right from designs, is what I'm remembering now. You know, hey, I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is frustrating as all hell because now we just built the postcard in designs. We're coming in here and it's telling us that the width and height aren't right. This is file provided.
When I came across that before, and Teresa and Renee and I were on a call together, it was a browser problem. But I don't think that's, in your case, that's it.
Yeah, I just looked at one of the like Keller Williams YouTube videos and it says you have to download it from command.
But having it in here and downloading it out of designs,
It's kind of pointless.
right? Agreed.
Yeah, it says you can drag and drop. Oh.
Yeah, but even then, it's still not giving us the right file. We created it in.
What did you try to download it as?
Yep. To be honest, when I did mine for my mailers, I made them in Canva
Yeah, that's probably what I'm
and
gonna
did that
do.
myself.
I already have a go by in Canva, so I have the Realtor.
Right here, we have the size of the postcard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah, I'd have to do it as a postcard.
So
I have a nice design, but maybe just make it.
Yeah, I have a lot of designs for postcards in there. I just haven't done any of them.
It won't let you just drag and drop it in there from your file, your PDF file, not designs.
no, when I did that, it gives us this right here.
Ah, okay.
At least the file provided was only 1200 by 1800. It's not
Maybe.
that size.
Do you mind seeing how easy it is to bring in one from Canva just as a pretend? Since
Oh,
we're just
it's super. We can actually go create. This is how I was trying to show you the way through command. And you guys know it's on recording, so I can say, you know that I'm about the company, making the company do the company way. But if it's not working in the way it's supposed to, as fast as it's supposed to, I will find a workaround. And Canva, I absolutely love because of its ease of use. So
They're adding a lot of features too.
yeah, they are adding a bunch, and it's because of people like us doing these calls and breaking it, and it's not working the way we'd want it to. So they're changing and developing. That's what I love about this company is they're willing to invest the money to make the changes, and not stuck on like it's working. You use it the way we want you to use it. No, they're like, hey, we broke it. So custom dimensions, we know it's got to be 1875, right? We need 1875 height and 2775 width. So height is 1875, width 2775 pixels, right? Create new design. Bam, now we have our image. You should have the images that you need on your background. What I like to do is I'll start off with a color. I'll do some elementals because that's what I do. We're gonna add the background. Keep in mind, we got to keep that big open space. I can spell. Again, be creative. Just don't copy what I'm doing. I'm just trying to pull some stuff together quickly so you can see it. So again, now we're having the problem where it's not sitting where we want it to. Watch this. Ah, got rid of that damn car, didn't we?
That's the one they left behind too, Dan. Remember that one?
Yep, I do.
And they said, well, we had a deal. They came over the Sunday before we closed and had a picnic without me. I'm over it.
I would be too. Elements, we're gonna grab a square box because I want to put a square box in here just for the design aspect of it. We're gonna make the square box. What color? White. Why white?
Makes the words stand out. Clean.
Add some difference to it, that's all. Or you can make the square red. We'll make the background white. You see how you just go in there and we're custom making some stuff real quick.
There's a bunch of pre-made templates in Canva for just sold, new on market and stuff too, and it's really easy to resize.
Oh,
Well, I guess you're not using Pro, are you?
cheap. See how it looks the same? But you got to have your uploads. You guys can see that I do a lot of random stuff in here. Got to have fun with it. Let's throw hope on there.
Oh, please. I want to get a second sale, Dan. I'm going to scare him.
That's the best response ever. All right, so I'm going to throw in the Keller Williams Southern Arizona. What have you. And on the back, you can do a whole element of, we kind of want to keep our text box, right? The good thing is the template you can download from here where it says download the postcard template. It shows you, where you go, own designs. I have so much stuff on my computer I need to clear up for sure. View, arrange by, date modified. Thank you. Own designs.zip. Thank you. Let's open this up. You guys can't see that, I'm sure. Own designs. Okay, so we're doing the 6x9 postcard back and so you can, what I like to do is then I do a screen capture of the size and I'm gonna show you, I'll bring it over so you can see it in a second. You can't really see what I did. I just copied it from the screen size and then I'm gonna go back in here. I'm gonna post it. Okay, go away. I can't work with you in my face. See how it gives us the design? So we know where we can put our box. So that's where you need to find that spacing. And you can see where I kind of put this text box. I'm going to delete it when I'm done with the template, when I'm done with it. I'm just putting it there to make sure that I know nothing else can go there. What we're going to do now is we're going to create ourselves some really cool text boxes. And then we're going to put all the text in the world. So we need to reduce this down because it's going to be in our image area. So in 24 days. And then we're just going to put some text just so we can get moving on it. And this is where you're going to change the color to black. so it can be read. You're going to put it in the text box. You're going to have your headshot already uploaded. Horizontal. And then your contact information, blah, 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 right there, right? I don't need to go show you all that, do I? For time and posterity. So make sure you have your, this is where you can put your disclosures and stuff and all your fair housing. What I love about Canva is you have all this stuff saved in there.
So that can go on the back, it doesn't have to go on the front.
I think as long as it's somewhere in there.
Yeah. I don't think it really matters what's the front
Yeah,
first.
whatever you're gonna do, just make sure and then put your app on there and then
The website.
yeah, all the goodness. And then your text will go here. It's the same text as before, but notice how the front's really cool looking. The back's really cool looking. Now we're gonna download into a PDF for print, high quality multi-page document. Notice it's the design name up top. It's gonna take a second to prepare your design. It's downloaded. I don't know if you guys got that notification on your end. It can show down here. We're going back into here. This is our design that we started. So we're going to browse for files. It's going to take me to my file downloader, which I need to go find the PDFs. And it was called Hey Neighbor PDF. File must be less than 5 meg. What the? Are you kidding me? Download just page 1. I'm gonna download it as a PDF. Hey Neighbor called 1. Now I'm gonna go download page 2 as a PDF. Okay, back into command, browsing for file. Should be Hey Neighbor 1 and Hey Neighbor 2. Hey Neighbor 1. Processing and uploading file. Again, we went with the default 6x9. Okay, I'm about to throw this computer. Expected height is 58.6. What is going on with this thing today? So what is going on with this damn thing?
With what?
We created the thing and it downloaded to massive size.
When you see, I have Pro. Yeah, so that's one issue. Yeah.
So you don't have that with Pro?
Well, no, what did you download it as the first time? I didn't see it. My thing was covered.
PDF.
Try to download the pages did you download the pages individually the first
Just
time?
Did.
I just did.
Together. My internet keeps cutting out, so.
PDF print, crop marks and bleed, page 1. Done.
See, with Pro, you can like resize. That's the only reason why I'm wondering.
Yeah, it's like every time it's a different fucking file size. Interesting.
So what if you try to download it as a JPEG instead of a PDF?
What about right there with the size thing?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. That's a Pro feature though. That's why I'm not sure. Try to download it as a JPEG.
It shouldn't be changing the size when it's popping
Well,
up.
yeah, that's why I'm wondering if a JPEG works instead of a PDF.
It could be my system. So.
I don't know why it would be changing the size.
Exactly. I mean, it puts it in there, but that's not the back of postcard. I'll find out what it's doing because you want to print in PDFs. You really do. JPEG, back page, download. I'm so glad I'm so much better at actually working on sales than doing this shit. This is part of the evil. It really is. You gotta learn all this stuff. So I'm gonna find out what Canva's doing to me. It could be because I'm not paying for the pro. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I don't understand if you're doing it like because you set.
So notice how now it's in there as the JPEG. We got front of postcard, back of postcard. You can preview the postcard.
You did it.
Market Center, again, I don't know why it's not loading it in here. I gotta probably go back and re-upload all my Keller Williams-ness. Logos, where are you? Logos, documents. Documents. Keller Williams.
So if we were to have got to the finish line and finished with this, does it give you options? It sends everything. I saw the deal for $200 or 200 postcards for 118.
That's what we're doing right now.
Oh, I know, but that's just for that neighborhood, I suppose.
Yeah, so here's the targeting.
Okay.
This is where I know you can use the whole getting the shit in there and actually uploaded it. Fantastic, whatever. This is where you need the local targeting, and this is where you target from that address.
Okay. That's important.
That's very important. Was it 85741?
Or two,
Two.
I thought. Gosh, I gotta know my listing.
42, yeah. 85742. I just noticed the neighborhood, so it's very similar. So we're going to save and target. So because we're targeting around that. The problem is we need to go, once you're here, configure targeting. Are you sure you want to create this campaign? There's no way of going back at this point.
Well, before you do that, show her how she can actually take out a few people in that neighborhood when she does that targeting. I thought that was really cool that they showed us that yesterday.
Yeah, I think you can't do that from this step. You got to do it from the configure targeting.
Okay.
So it's creating the campaign. Here's your targeting. So
Yeah,
there's the house.
Did they record that yesterday, Teresa?
Yeah, it's what we're talking about all day, that as soon as she gets us the recording, she'll share it to us.
Oh,
Then you can take away people, or like he's showing.
Year last sold, we're going to take away the last 2 years. Because we don't want to pick up the houses that were sold in the last 2 years.
Why don't you do it the opposite way then?
Oh yeah, you're right. So this way. There we go. First class, send a copy to your address at the house, and that's who it's going to send it to. That is your geographic targeting network.
That is really neat.
Yeah, this is what I found to be super awesome about it. It was just the whole design feature and all that crap.
Yeah, this is really cool because you can actually take a few people out that you know aren't going to, care.
all right.
Especially if you know some of your neighbors, or if it's your neighborhood, or real estate agents. Guess whatever.
Yeah, that's if you're targeting your database, that's where you can thin out those people. If you're doing just a geographic circle around the address, you can only target the houses that were sold like that, was sold within the last few months and few years, whatever. And then if you're doing targeting your database, then you can filter out.
Okay.
So I think the biggest issue I have with it is why can't we just download the design we created,
Mhm.
I'll find out that question. Why can't we just take this and download it? There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to.
Mhm.
So Big Dan, I shouldn't get too caught up in just using this for listings. I could use this for farming my neighborhood too.
Absolutely.
And I don't have to necessarily have sold anything in here yet, even though I'm going to be. I can say, hey, here's the days of market. I live and work in, as you mentioned before, I could just use stats. It doesn't necessarily have to be my listing to
Exactly.
target my farming.
For you,
One
the
one
best
thing-
thing door knocking and having a flyer is make it simple. Just text. Days on market, average price, how many sold in the last 30 days, how many houses are for sale, and your bio.
Okay.
One thing they mentioned yesterday that I thought was a great little jewel was to, like Dan put in this postcard, hey, I have some buyers looking for homes in your area. Do you know anyone who might be thinking or looks like they might be thinking of maybe selling? I really am having a difficult time finding homes for them. And they really love this neighborhood or something like that.
I did that on Facebook yesterday, but I'd like to do that just really close here in my neighborhood.
Mhm.
Good idea. I'm getting a lot of traction from it.
That's awesome.
A lot of realtors too, but that's okay.
That's a big
Recruiting. I'll recruit them for you, Dan.
Do it. It's all for you guys. Build your downlines. I don't like how cumbersome that was, but again, I've done a couple of them, so.
At least we all got to look at each other again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan, when you made that in Canva, did you do the size by the pixels or by the 4x6?
About a pixel. I think maybe the first time I did it by the inches, but it should be the exact same.
Yeah, I'm testing it on my like not paid for account to see if I can figure it out.
I do like Canva though. Once you get in there and play with it, it's nice.
So, Dan, you've done some of these flyers, postcard flyers. Are they nice quality and good coloring?
Oh yeah, but that's what I love. I built it in Canva. I don't know if I still have the design in here, but I built it in Canva and I sent it out, and they are really good quality prints. They're glossy. They are really tasteful stuff. So,
Did you send through Canva or did you drag it into
I just downloaded it like I just did. So here's the ones I sent. So I did this one for Valentine's Day.
It's
Love
cute.
where you live.
Mhm.
Thanks for allowing me to be part of your great story. Happy Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
And I just downloaded it here. Download PDF, page 1. Valentine just says Valentine's on there, so I can go in here and we're gonna do other, use a custom template, set up campaign, browse, downloads. It's called Valentine's, open, processing file. See, and this is what's confusing to me is because this exact file has worked before, so something's changed.
Mhm.
Because you did it exactly what they were asking for.
Yeah, I
And
did
it
it
still
exactly.
wasn't compliant.
I've already sent this one, so we can go into the campaigns. It's right here. It's already been sent.
Yeah.
I just sent it to my database though.
Mhm.
So, because I can preview the campaign or,
Do we?
front of the back of the card, just sent it out. And you can see how it
Or no, we don't have to.
You cut out there, Hope.
Do we have to put our managing broker, Lisa Sullivan, on the postcards or no? We don't.
Yes.
Okay.
Just the company logo.
Just the KWSA, yeah.
Yes, but I have done those before. I like sending out these postcards. It's really simple. It's easy.
When it works.
I mean, I sent one to my son's mom and she was not happy. She's all cute card. Who else did you send it to? I was all 50 other people. Like she thought I sent it to her like to being cute. I'm like, I sent it to everyone I had in my database. So I'm gonna do it for Christmas cards this year too. I gotta get a good image for Stone and I and the Christmas cards on there. But guys, thank you for hanging out with me. I know that was a cluster. Hopefully you learned a little bit. I know it was kind of a pain in the ass, but
I appreciate it. Thank you.